11v11, I don't think there's too much in the game. Have we played better? Yes. But again, I think you've got to give Dundee a wee bit of credit. 42 teams nullified, 1-0 in the first half. Second half wasn't much in it, a couple of chances, both teams, they probably had the clearer chances if I'm honest, but it came from poor defending from ourselves. And then we go down to 10 men, which is the turning point in the game. And we lose 2 set plays, not defending our 18-yard box well enough. So that's really, in a nutshell, on reflection, that's kind of the story of the game. I think they were better in their box and they were better in our box. That's really all. There's not a lot more to say in it, if I'm honest. No, listen, again, when you've come off the back of a couple of poor results, which we have, it's good to have a midweek game and it's good to have that focus and you're not dwelling maybe a little bit on the previous game. So we came in yesterday, we put it to bed yesterday and we're focused on the Hearts game, and we'll do the same on Thursday. Whatever happens on Wednesday night, it'll get put to bed early doors on Thursday and we'll concentrate on the Dundee game on the Sunday. I think it's going to be a difficult game. I watched them last night on the television. I thought they were value for money, if I'm honest. I thought they kind of their shape in the first half was very aggressive on the front foot, caused Rangers problems. Sat in a wee bit deeper, which is natural at times when you're holding on to a lead at one of the bigger clubs. It's kind of natural and it's a difficult part of the game, trying to get your team higher up the park, 20-25 yards. Don't think that helped them, but I think really unfortunate in how they lost the game, and it comes down to a big moment in the game. And for me, it's these big moments at this level of football that change games of football. You look at the big moment for us was probably on Saturday, Christian getting sent off. The big moment for Rangers within that game is the penalty decision. So momentum, and then the crowd get behind Rangers and the game becomes a little bit more difficult for Hearts. So I think they were unlucky. I can see what Stephen's trying to do. He's trying to play in the front foot. So I expect a difficult game of football on Wednesday night at Tynecastle. But no matter who the manager's been or who the previous teams have been, it's always going to be a difficult game of football at Tynecastle. I think you could probably go through most clubs. Every manager would sit and say there's room for improvement. There's definitely room for improvement, that's 100%. We did disappointed, we're probably not sitting on a points total, slightly around 12-13 points with one game to go. Because there's certain periods and certain games we have to have done better. No qualms over the results of the last 2 games, if I'm honest. I think Kilmarnock and Dundee were worthy winners. We never defended our box well enough. But yeah, I'll tell you what does irk me. This is the irritating part of it. I'm listening to certain pundits, media outlets talking about how poor the Premier League is this year. I don't buy into that. I don't buy into it. We're so seeing Scottish football. We're brilliant at underselling our product. Because we've now got, 3 points or something like that between 11th and 4th. Is that something along the lines?
It was before last week.
But something along the lines. You win a couple of games, you're up and down, right? Surely we should be promoting the competitive element of the Premier League in terms of look how close it is. Now, I think there was a period in the Scottish Champ, maybe the Arbroath year, remember Arbroath nearly got promoted via the playoffs. It was really tight, and we were very vocal on the positivity that brought to the Scottish Championship. We're now in a current situation in the Scottish Premier League. Take away maybe the Old Firm, take them out of the equation. I think we've got a highly competitive league from 12th to 3rd. Right, and the Old Firm should be a bit ahead in most days, but you look at what St Mirren are doing this year under Robbo. But there's a highly competitive league there, and I think we need to start talking up our product opposed to saying it's a poor league because of how tight the league is. For me, that's a positive. If you go around any leagues in Europe, there'll not be a lot of leagues in Europe that are sitting similar. Every league will have 4, maybe 6 teams, or probably 4, a group of 4. Scottish Premier League's only 12 leagues, so that too. But there's a percentage of every league in Europe where it's probably nailed on who's going to win the league in terms of 2 teams in our point of view, probably, but in other leagues maybe 3 or 4, but the percentages are the same. And then now with that, all the other teams have got a real competitive element to that. So I think we need to start looking and stop underselling the product that's here and looking, and it's for a highly competitive nature. I think the league have been very vocal for day one. I think it's going to be a difficult league this year. There's going to be a lot of change from 3rd down to 12 potentially, but teams just running on a wee bit of consistency, 2-3 games. There's no any extra incentive. I'm sitting talking about the league here, but I generally don't spend too much time sitting looking at the league table. I focus on our next game. Our next game is Tynecastle. It'll not be any different for when Craig Levine was the manager, for Robbie Neils and whoever the managers have been over the last few years. It's not going to be any different our approach. We're going to Tynecastle. We'll have a game plan to try and nullify their threats, and we'll try and impose our strengths on Hearts and try and pick up the 3 points. Come the end of the game, that's probably the one you have a quick look at the league table to see where you're sitting, but I don't really focus too much on that before the game.